dominate in every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Here we go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 56 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, again, they go Prosise. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 39, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Check your hot read. Okay? Yeah. Hey, watch it, watch it. Hey, 0.
Here's Carson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz eluding the pressure right. The football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. pretty move. It's caught by Aguilar. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Trey 15, Trey 15.
From the 36, Wentz. Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Again, it's Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Zebra.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, they'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check 24, check 1.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
You got motion man. You got motion man right now. Kill. Go Mike 50.
From his end zone, it's Wentz on 3rd and long. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
46 down, there's my ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Aguilar has it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Here we go. Back man. 180. 82. 82. I'm bringing it to you. Kill. Turn up.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 44, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Wentz. Now they go screen, it's complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. And this one, a 41. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 29, Wilson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They run it with Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 69 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Wentz to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. The 46-yard line.
Mike. Hey.
On first down, it's Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm here all day. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. One left. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check.
And the blitz does come. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 47 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down with a sack. It's Ziggy Ansah. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Brad McDougal.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. So the
case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. On 1st down, Procise. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's taken down, but not... It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And it's a big... Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Everybody scoot up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Power. One time. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 22, Jet, Palmer. 22, Jet, Palmer. Hey, 0. You got tight right there. Smoke.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second.
Timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Carson. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going.